We all know why we're here. You know him from Arrow. All right. From Torchwood. Yeah. From Doctor Who. Ladies and gentlemen, John Barrowman. Did you expect this at all? Yes. You know what it's called? What? Sexy? What? Game of Bones. This is Clayton, everybody. Clayton. And James, everybody. James. Clayton, would you do me a really big favor? It's really big. Could you go get me a little glass of water, sweetie? Just turn around so everybody can see. James, can you help him? I love it when boys fill my cup with their juices right behind me. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you right now, they're a couple. Thank you very much. Did you just flick your nipple in front of me, James? No? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Clayton and James! And take pictures now. Clayton, would you like some fries with that shake? So, cheers everybody. Welcome to DragonCon 2018. It's water, by the way. So, last year when I came here, now I'm restricted to movement a little bit in this. I don't know how she does it. By the way, I'm Sir He today. Sir He. Get it? Do you like my ring? If anybody dares throw shit on me, I will kill you. So, last year when I got here, I had just had my appendicitis, right? Right. Did you hear the story? Yeah. Who's heard the story? Oh, fuck. Who hasn't heard the story? Oh, see? I didn't tell it here, though. No, I told the Pensacola story. Didn't I? No. I told appendicitis. Oh, shit. Did I tell Pensacola? No. Who hasn't heard the Pensacola story? Okay, Pensacola wins right now. And I'll give you a little snippet of the appendicitis story. Okay, so Pensacola, Florida, you all know where it is? Yeah. Okay, it's not a very big town, but they also have a con there. My sister and I went, and we went with, Kelsey. You all know who Kelsey is, right? Yeah. Yes, if you don't, you should follow me on social media. And we had another friend there, Garrity, and we were all going out, and I wanted to go out that night in Pensacola with my sister, and they were treating us really well, and I said, look, let's go to a gay club. And everyone's like, okay, let's go to a gay club, it's gonna be awesome. I said, well, call ahead, get the VIP treatment. So Kelsey called ahead, and they took us upstairs to the VIP room. Champagne, bottles of it, anything we wanted. The millennials, I love millennials, but this fits in the story and you'll see why. The millennials said, great, we get to drink champagne all night. I'm like, yeah, and it's not the cheap stuff either. And Kelsey went, nothing's cheap with our John. So we're up there drinking, and we're having a great time. The drag queens are coming up, and we're having a great time with them, and we're dancing. About a half an hour passes, and we're still dancing. Carol and I, my sister, are doing it. I mean, not doing it. Yeah, that came out totally wrong. We're dancing. We're about an hour into it. Carol and I are lugging back the champagne. We're slightly tipsy, okay? Really tipsy. And all of a sudden we're dancing, and Garrity walks up to us, my sister, and she says something to Carol. And I'm like, oh, they're having a conversation, they're bonding, that's awesome. Carol walks over to me, I'm giving it, She walks over to me almost in tears and she says, I can't believe it. I said, what do you mean you can't believe it? She said, I can't believe it. What they've just said to us. I said, what do you mean what they said to us? They said, you know, you can go home now. The millennials! I went, really? She went, yes, they said, you know, the oldies can go home now. I went, fine, so can all the fucking champagne. However, I'm not like that. I went, fine, Carol, we're gonna go home. Call an Uber. She went, an Uber? I went, yes, Kelsey does it. Just push buttons on my phone and a car shows up. She went, it doesn't work that way. She said, do you know how to do it? I said, what do you mean no? I don't know how to do it. She just goes, do, and then a car drives up and they go, John, and I go, yeah, and I get in. I don't know how to do it. That's why I have a Kelsey. Music's still going, the millennials are dancing. I said, let's just go outside and figure this out, okay? I can figure it out. Really drunk, all right? We walk outside. It's about 9:30, 9:45. We're really drunk, okay? I think my sister and I polished off 3 bottles of champagne each. We're standing in the street in Pensacola, and I'm standing there giving it, Carol, what is it? She says, it's an app. I said, what? She said, an app. I said, okay, it's one of these. I saw this big U shape, right? And I pushed it. And it said, well, you all know, right? Yeah. It said, where are you going? And I said, to our hotel. Where to? To our hotel. Literally, it came back and said, what fucking hotel? That's a good app, right? Where the fuck do you want to go, Barrowman? So I figured, I said, okay, I gotta type the name of the hotel. Now, little did we know, the hotel, called the Paris Hotel, all right, was only 3 blocks away. But we're standing there like this, and I put in Paris, right? Don't get to the fucking punchline before me, kids. I put in Paris, but I didn't read the rest. And I said, pick up where from, and I said, okay, pin this, just say it there, and it'll go. And it gave our location, and I went, send. I said, okay, let's just wait. The car will be here in a minute. So we're standing, we're waiting. No car. Normally just drives right up, right? A big black SUV, and I usually get in. I'll get on top of anything big and black. Anyway, so I said, we're waiting. I said, Carol, I just got to sit on this planter. She said, well, just sit there. And we wait. It's about 15 minutes, and all of a sudden this car pulls up. She's laughing already. a white, beat up, fucked up minivan. Not the new Chrysler one, but we're talking a 1982 Chrysler white town and country with the wood frickin' trim down the side. With dents in it and curtains in the windows. I looked at it, the door didn't even open automatically. You had to pull the handle. And I pulled the handle, about threw me off the road, and she looked at me, she went, I'm not getting in there. I said, well, I'm fucking not getting in by myself. I said, you go first. She said, you'll shut the door. And I went, haha, payback's a bitch, isn't it? I said, just get in there. So she climbs in, she gets in. It didn't even have bucket seats. It was a bench seat. She's sitting on the left side, so I get in, and I get in on the right side, and I sit down, and she went, close the door. And I went, really? She said, just close the door. I said, get on the phone to Mom right away now. The guy leans back and he goes, covered in hair and a hat, and he went, hey. I looked at Carol and I went, serial killer? And I shut the door. And he started talking to us, right? I'm like, very nice man. He said, y'all want some Mountain Dew? I have a big gulp of Mountain Dew here. We can share it for the journey. I'm like, oh, no, we're fine. We just had some Veuve Clicquot. And he's like, what? I said, Veuve Clicquot. He said, what? I said, Veuve Clicquot! I said, no, we're fine. He said, well, I got a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken you can share. Well, why did you bring a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken? He said, you know, for the journey, I like to have food on board. I'm like, Carol, we are gonna die tonight. Text Mother right now. She's like, what? Tell her. I said, tell her we love her. She said, why am I telling her we love her? I said, because you're gonna get your skin peeled off and I'm gonna run. So she's texting my mom, and I'm looking at the guy in the mirror, and he just keeps looking up. You know, like, what's the guy on the Addams Family? Lurch. It's like Lurch. We're being driven by a hairy Lurch, and he just keeps looking at me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm first. So Carol's texting my mom, and I said, what did you tell? And she said, I told her from you and from me that we love her, and we're in a car, and we're heading back to the hotel, and something might happen to us, and if it does, then please tell everybody that we love them and everything. And I went, would you write a fucking novel? And within seconds later, we said to my mother on the phone, we are going to die. We're in the car with a serial murderer, and we're going to die. He's going to feed us chicken and then kill us so we taste like Colonel Sanders' special recipe. Do you know what my mother texts back? Heart, heart, love you, have a great time. She did put a rainbow flag, and I thought, that's my mom. Even though I'm gonna die, she still knows I'm a big gay. So we're driving. I hold Carol's hand, I say, look, whatever you do, don't lose focus of where we are. Okay? Now, remember, it's like 9:45 now. Now it's like 10:15. 3 blocks away. Got me? So Carol and I look at each other, we're holding hands. You know, in a car, what normally happens in a car when you're drunk? No, you don't gotta pee. You wear something under there, so you just pee anyway. Don't worry about it. That's what I do in a club. I'm not missing the fun. No, we fell asleep. Literally? Oh, my balls might fall out. I'm so sorry. Literally, I went like this, holding her hand. And she did one of these. So immediately, we're out. I couldn't tell you how long we were out for. Because when we woke up, it was pitch black. There was no city lights. Oh, I'm not kidding you. We're still in back of the fucking Chrysler minivan. He's now eating the chicken. And he's sipping on the big gulp. And we wake up like, literally like this. I said, where are we? He said, I don't know where we are. What are you doing? Why did you fall asleep? I told you to stay awake. He said, well, you fell asleep. Yes, but you're the older sister. You're not meant to fall asleep. You're supposed to look after me because this serial killer's going to murder us. And the guy went, you know, I can hear you. I said, sir, how long have we been out for? He said, 45 minutes. I said, where's the hotel? He said, well, I'm taking you to your hotel. I said, yes, but where? It was in, Pensacola. He said, Pensacola? I went, yes, Pensacola. Where are we going? He said, well, you typed in Paris, Texas. We were on the fucking I-10 on the way to Alabama right then. I went, excuse me, we're in Paris, Texas. I went, we'll turn this mobile around. We have to go back to Pensacola. That was a mistake. He went, are you sure? I said, do I look like I'm sure? I'm sober. I'm really sure. And I turned to Carol and I said, I'm gonna fucking kill those millennials. So another 45 minutes to get back to Pensacola. We reach the hotel, right? We get to the hotel. Carol says, what are we gonna do? I said, well, it's payback time. Because they kicked us out and we've just been on one of the most frightening journeys of our life. I felt like I was in an episode of The Walking Dead. Driving with a zombie who was eating chicken. She said, what are you gonna do? I said, I'm John Barrowman. She said, what do you mean? I said, they'll do anything for me in a hotel. They said, how do you know? I said, watch this. Go up to the front desk. Hi. Oh, hey, John, Mr. Barrow, what's going on? I said, I just need a couple of keys to some rooms because my assistant has a room and also Garrity. We know Garrity, we love her. I said, well, I just need their keys to leave something in the room for them. No problem, Mr. Barrowman. Let me make a copy. Yes, but don't cancel theirs out, because I still want them to be able to come in. Okay, Mr. Barrowman. So I got the keys. Carol and I go to the elevator, and I went, get in now. So we go upstairs. We opened their doors. They had 2 twin beds. We went into my room, which was lovely. It was a suite, okay? So it had tons of furniture, and these, big wooden elephants. We took all the furniture out, piled it on their beds. It took us another 45 minutes. We put it on the beds, piled it all up, put the elephants, blocked the door, so when they got in, it was like a jungle of furniture. Carol and I then went to bed. She was on one side of their room, I was on the other in my room, and we both sat with chocolates and a cup of wine, and a glass of wine, and we're sitting, and it was like watching Netflix, but with the sound only. Because we heard them coming up, and we left a sign on the bed that said, fuck you from the oldies. Payback's a bitch. Yes, so that was my Pensacola story. Anyway, do we have questions? Are we taking questions today? Are we? Do we have any microphones for questions? No? I usually like to, we do. Well, get those out. If people have any questions, you know what I like to do? I like to feed off of your energy. So if you come in the center, move to the center. It is me. Move to the center. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Good. What's your name? Leslie. Leslie, I won't do it to you because I did it last year and I remember what it is. It's like a donkey. Right? You ready for this one? If there's any kids with their ears open, plug them. I've already done hung like a donkey. No, I'm not going to do the other one. It's too rude. No. You'll just have to wait. I'm going to surprise you with it. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm the fucking comedy act lady. Shut up.